welcome to Forward Not Fetal, my daily vlog. Today is very exciting because I'm pretty sure this is number 90, the big 9-0, 3 months in a row, which is kind of insane for me. Like, follow through and doing stuff continuously every day, like I'm good at bursts, but this is a really big deal for me. So today we have my little apprentice, my little helper, going to be wandering in the background because normally I sit in that chair and I use that box to hold this up and, you know, look at things. And I've got to figure out this whole light flickering thing because, you know what, I'm just not going to worry about it right now. Maybe I'll worry about that for episode number 100. And the reason I have my little helper bunny is because this morning during his nap, I went and I poured boiling water on where I had seen the ants. And of course I didn't see any, so I was like, great. I don't know if like they were just hanging there and they're somewhere else deep in this evil Liriope. So I like got down in there with the pitchfork and was just trying to see if I could figure out where they were. And of course I didn't see anything. And in the course of the approximately, I'm going to be generous and say I was doing that for 15 minutes. I got approximately 35 bites. Like, that's where I stopped counting from mosquito bites. Like, I totally killed one on my arm. And I looked down at my leg and I realized that I slapped and like I killed 3 and the rest flew away. And I was just like, right. So we are going to have to figure out some like bigger way of dealing with mosquitoes because like I just can't be out there even with bug spray on. It's really miserable. The upside is I found like this like 0.1%, like this really low grade steroid cream my doctor gave me because I get hives really easily. So my doctor gave it to me and was like, you can use this on bug bites too. It's fantastic. And I don't use it super often, but when I'm just a giant bug bite from the knee down, yeah, I used it. It's fantastic. I'm not clawing my skin off right now and I'm hoping to continue that. But I didn't really get much of the Liriope up. It is this just really heavy mat of roots, so mostly I was just able to loosen it, and then the mosquitoes drove me when I was like, I can't do this anymore. Also, like, it is cooler out this morning, but like, it's August in North Carolina, so like, cooler is like, it's all relative. It's slightly less Satan's taint, but it's still really humid, and I was just dripping in sweat and just the outside sticking to me. Super unpleasant. But I did get like a nice big chunk loosened, and I really want to get stuff planted this weekend. I do not know if I'm going to be able to do that. What I might do is just start planting like the stuff that has like a longer period to harvest. Like I'll do the radishes last in the row because they only like they're a much shorter span of time until they're ready for harvest. So I'm just not quite sure what to do, but it is very frustrating because it's sort of like, holy crap, this is a undertaking. And maybe I talked about this before where like it's a good thing the tiller didn't work because Liriope / monkey grass is part of the lily family, and so you have like all of these roots, but they also have corms apparently, and you have to get all those little tiny jerks out or then you're just gonna have the regrowth. So I'm kind of accepting that like this is not going to be a 1 season issue. This is something I'm gonna have to fight in that bed probably for like 3 generations. Like Rumbly's descendants will be fighting those Liriope. So I'm just like at this point I'm literally just trying to like get enough up so I can plant the seeds and just see what happens. I need to figure out the soil. I thought the soil would be in better shape because Liriope was growing there, and mostly what I'm thinking has happened is that they have only gone down a short amount, and then that heavy clay soil has just stopped them, which is a little frightening. And I know that like just aerating without materials being added in, like it's like a whole thing that I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do. So mostly it seems like the better thing to do is don't just till clay, like do it, like figure out what the proper thing to do is first. You're better off not, because it will actually can make the problem worse. So I was like, that's fantastic. I really like things where like my laziness is the appropriate action. It's pretty fantastic. But yeah, so I think that's going to be my plan for getting this rolling this weekend, because if I don't get this stuff in the ground, like, it's already mid-August. I'm kind of a little bit past when the best time is. Maybe we'll get lucky with global warming and have a late frost date and everything will be fine. Or with global warming and everything being crazy, we'll have an early frost date and everything will die. And then I'm going to try and arrange for an arborist chip drop, because apparently they will just drop that stuff off. But you have to take a full load, which is 12 to 15 cubic yards. I don't know how much that is, but I was kind of looking and they were like, oh, it's a small dumpster. And while technically I have a lot of places I could put it, that seems like a lot. But it's apparently super great. And like the total thing, because it's like a variety of tree bits, which is better than just straight bark. And yeah, I read a lot of the internet. I will say, if you're interested in gardening in your particular community, because of the agriculture school, like the way funding happened for agriculture schools, every county has an extension office that's kind of based around the school. But they're all like, I've been using the NC State extension site for like fall planting, so now I'm gonna go after this and look up like, what do I do with my soil, because it'll be specific to my area, because it's about like they are around, like they're talking about specifically stuff in my area. One of the extension agents, one county over, is like very open and very available on Facebook, which is amazing. Like, it's this amazing resource that you don't even think about, but like there's just this information. I love the information age. I should really be a researcher of some kind, because there's nothing I like more than looking things up and finding things out. But there's a lot of school involved in that, and I'm not going to do that right now. It's not going to happen. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so I'm going to go play with my ridiculously adorable child. And yeah, hopefully the mosquitoes will only take their pound of flesh and I will survive this weekend. But I'm not making any promises. This has been number 90, which is huge. But I'm not going to do anything big and special until 100, because it's just it's a 3-digit number. It's round. It's very round. All of it is round. And we love round numbers. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow. I hope you're having a good day. And later. And it's going to take my phone a minute to actually stop. Oop-a-doop-boop. Still going. Oh my god, my huge pile of laundry.
You done?
Sort of. My phone takes a while to actually